You know, there's nothing really worse than the lead designer of Magic the Gathering turn around and tell you that witches are no longer allowed, that druids and shamans are offensive, and this is the path that we are continuing on for Magic the Gathering, and the future of the game is completely in jeopardy. Before we get fully into it, don't forget to like and subscribe, do all the fun things that YouTube likes, because without that we don't grow. And I thank every last one of you that does go down there and hit that subscribe button, because when you do, that number goes up, and we all like to see numbers go up, right? Anyway, Magic the Gathering head designer says Wizards of the Coast is avoiding the term witch because it's a real-world religious identifier, considering retiring druid and shaman for the same reason. So what does this spell for Magic the Gathering? Well, with Magic the Gathering, you get cards like so. We get cards like so. I'll bring this up on bigger screen here. We get cards like so, and then you have down in this part right here where it has the creature subtext, it tells you it's a human warrior in this case. So when it comes to witches, wizards, shamans, druids, they're bigger details of these, and these create a sense of tribal for the cards. The creature type matters. But with them turning around and saying we're no longer making tribal a thing in Magic the Gathering, so they're now looking to possibly remove creature subtypes as a identifier for these cards. That's the only thing that makes sense in this case. If they remove all creature subtypes, then they don't matter, and their whole tribal decks go away. Everything to do with that. But we're talking about hundreds of thousands of cards to be able to redo at this point, to completely reorient the game to something else. The fantasy of the model of the game is gone. There's nothing left of the fantasy of the game if you remove certain things like this. If you turn around and say witches in a spell casting game with wizards and druids and all whatever you want to call yourself in a medium of casting spells in a card game that is fantasy based, now this is the problem that we're at here. I pick up this article mostly because they do link back to most of the posts from Mark Rosewater on his Blogatog. Why isn't witch a type? It seems like it's a much stronger identifier than warlock, which is a real world identifier. We choose to avoid it. In the reference to the question about using witch as a creature type, if witch is excluded because of significance as a real-world religious identifier, why are shaman and druid creature types? We're currently examining the exact topic. This is also the company that turned around and banned the word gypsy on original cards back in the game because they were seen as a stereotypical version of a spellcaster or a drifter in that sense. They were never something that, it was never meant as a derogatory term, and it was never meant for anything offensive. It actually brought honor to these terms and these names, but now they're saying we got to remove all of these types of things from the game over and over again. Currently examining the exact same topic. You're considering retiring druid and shaman or bringing witch to the table, and it's the former. They're looking at retiring most of these identifiers for spellcasters. It's absolutely ridiculous. These fantasy games have been around for a very long time. Fantasy books have been around a long time, and now you're just going to get rid of everything that identifies a spellcaster. Everything. I don't get it. I don't get it. This is a fantasy game, right? This, of course, coming from the company that decided to ban the card Crusade because it was seen as a international incident, or it's seen as something that was racist in that sense. And it's not. It's not. At this point, if they're banning witches, druids, shamans, they might as well ban knights, clerics, priests, all of it. Just get rid of all sub-creature types in the entire card game and destroy the fantasy model that it once was. Anyway, I'm a proud King Phoenix Cinder Shadow. I'm signing off here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hey, what creature type do you want to see banned? Let me know in the comments down below.